I think the girls have certainly been creating lots of chances, getting lots of joy down this right-hand side. Mary Fowler's worked her way back into the game on the left and provided some excellent crosses into the box and in the area. Bunny Shaw's looked really sharp, and Vivian Beatham has created some opportunities as well, but just really failed to capitalise and unfortunately left ourselves exposed on several occasions. And we're quite fortunate, I think, that Mayra Ramírez has managed to limit it to just one. So lots to talk about for Nick Cushing and the girls at half-time, but hopefully some more ruthlessness in front of goal in the second half.
Thanks, Karen. Yeah, half-time at Pride Park. It is Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Let's hand you back to the guys in the studio.
Yes, thank you. Welcome back to the Etihad Stadium, and we're talking about the Women's Cup final. It's half-time. Manchester City 1 goal down. It was a Ramírez goal after 8 minutes, Toni, but very, very positive signs, especially in the final stages of that.
Oh, it was a brilliant performance. I think Nick Cushing will be going in there really, really happy with the team. I think they've done everything but score that goal. Kind of against the run of play. Chelsea haven't really been in the game. I think they've stifled them. They've been on the front foot. They've done everything that Nick would have wanted, but that goal.
I mean, it's an interesting one because we're talking here as we're 1-0 down at half-time, but we created chances from the outset. Even before the first goal went in, Steve, we were the better side.
Yeah, I mean, some good play. I mean, dominating really the first half. As I said, they've getting that goal, which, to be fair, was fortunate really, at the end of the day when it goes in. But Bunny Shaw's had a couple of off chances, you know, showed a quality sometimes holding off the defenders and trying to get the shot away. To be fair to Chelsea, they've had some, you know, good blocks in there, and I think it's for Gino as well. She has a chance when there's some really good play on the right-hand side. She goes for power. I'm just thinking, I was just saying to Toni, would you not think of kind of feeding it in and bending it in the far corner? But City have been excellent. And as I said, the manager would be really pleased going in there. It'd be a case of just keep it going. Eventually, we will get something that gives us that half a chance.
Yeah, there was a lot of chances created. There was a lot of character shown as well. Going 1-0 down after 8 minutes, they bounced straight back. A lot of chances, and like Steve just said, a lot of great defending from Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, last-ditch defending as well. I think Baltimore's been brilliant, but I think great credit to City. You know, obviously Nick Cushing's only been in the past week, but they must have been hit the ground running on the training ground because it looks like everyone knows the role, everyone knows what they're doing, and it's just lacking in that final third. But if they keep going, that chance will come. And with the quality on the pitch, you got Viv, you got Bunny, half a space, and it's a goal. But they're still in the game, and that's the most important.
It is indeed. Now, we'll go back to that goal, and you just mentioned it was a slice of luck, and you're absolutely spot on. It was actually a great save.
Yeah.
From the 1v1 situation. It just rebounded off the defender's leg and then straight into the path of Ramírez.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the goalkeeper was disappointed with it because she does make that initial good save, and I think it comes off, is it Alexandri? I think it comes off her and then obviously bounces back to Ramírez, who just sticks in the net. I mean, there's another chance for her later on in the game, and again, it's a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Which she puts wide. But apart from those two chances that Chelsea have had, that's all they've done. And I know really that they are two good chances, but ultimately, Man City have been excellent that half, and as I said, dominated the half. Just unfortunate to go 1-0 down.
Will they take a lot of positivity from that, even that second chance from Ramírez? I mean, fine margins in cup finals. You miss a chance at 1-0, it could come back to bite you. If you're the opposition and you get away with one, so to speak, you can take a lot of confidence from that, can't you?
Yeah, of course you can. And as Steve said, it's only been them two chances. I knew before the game it'd be a battle of the best. Like, you got Ramírez, you got Bunny Shaw. I actually think Bunny Shaw's performed better. She obviously hasn't got the goal like Ramírez, but she's performed much better. You know, her link-up play's been brilliant. She's had half chances here and there, and they just need to stick at it. But yeah, like you say, you know, sometimes when that chance is missed, you think, you know, we can get ourselves back in the game here. So it sets up for a big second half for the girls. And
from a Chelsea perspective, they probably won't be too happy. They won't want this game to continue the way it's going, because it looked like a matter of like when rather than if Manchester City were going to score.
Yeah, I mean, if any kind of positive that could take from that is the fact that we can't probably play as bad, or we can't be as dominated as we were that half. You know, they'll think we've got to get on the bar, we've got to put more pressure on City, we've just got to do more, because if it keeps going the way that it's going, you know, law of averages tells you that City will get a good opportunity and they can stick it away, then all of a sudden it's properly game on.
And we mentioned, of course, Jess Park as well. She's on the bench for Man City. We said she'd probably be devastated as one of, a City fan to be missing out. But what an opportunity it could be for her to come on.
Oh, she'll be sitting on the bench, rubbing her hands, thinking, where can I come on? Where can I impact the game? And that's great for City. Also got Kerrell in as well. So I think them two could be the difference for Manchester City in the second half. But I think the biggest compliment I can give to City is they've stifled Chelsea. I've not seen Chelsea put away so many misplaced passes. They've just not been at the races, but like Steve said, it's going to be a different second half because I don't think Sonia Bonpasta will settle for that performance from them, and if they want to win this final, they'll have to up it.
They'll have to up it indeed. Do you think there'll be a moment in that second half where Chelsea will potentially drop slightly deeper as well? I mean, they've been defending in their own box a lot, but I mean, there's moments where you have to hold on in cup finals. They've done that in the first half.
Yeah, I think as the game goes on, if it's still 1-0, ultimately what tends to happen is that team that's kind of protecting that lead will drop further and further back, which invites pressure in not only in the 18-yard box, sometimes in and around the penalty area, 6-yard box, and that causes your own problems. But I mean, Chelsea manager will be thinking we have to step it up, because if they don't and City have the same amount of pressure, as I said, they'll definitely create a chance, and if it falls to Bunny Shaw, 1-1, game on.
Yeah.
I think as well, City need to just be aware of, that one long ball, the Ramírez chance that she did have. The so front foot and the putting the pressure on, and I'm sure that's the advice from Nick, but you do need to be careful what's in behind, because if that goes into 2-0, it's a different game. So I do think as much as it's been great in the pressure, you do need to keep an eye on keeping the back door shut. Yeah,
all to play for in the second half. We're looking forward to it. We're also looking forward to the men's game here at the City in the Community Etihad Stadium. Yep, it's City in the Community Takeover Day here. And we're going to give you a little preview, because there's some special drawings of our players which are to come. So let's take a look at some of them and see if you can guess some of them. We'll start with you, Steve.
Guess. Have I got to guess who it is?
We'll give it a good go.
Haaland.
Erling Haaland?
Do you not think so?
Yeah, it's got to be with the hair now, I think.
Correct.
Yes,
Spot on.
well done.
That's the picture.
I was actually going to say Kevin De Bruyne.
The drone's that good.
That was so good, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a great drawing. Well, we've got a lot more to come, but we've got any more drawings to potentially show? We have indeed.
Don't come to me.
I'm going to go... Have you got a guess? Do you want to guess?
Don't know.
Bernardo Silva?
Think?
I thought because of the curly hair, it'd be Marmouche.
Is that curly?
Yeah, well, look at it.
Got a beard?
It is Marmouche. What an amazing drawing that is.
Is it?
Oh,
Spot on. That's
well
a
done.
point for me as well. Right, okay. So, Tony, pressure's on you then.
Yeah.
You just put me to the test
For another
today.
one.
I think it's Steve's chance.
Well, Steve just got it right. We've got 3 more to go. I mean, this one is an interesting one.
Ooh.
Who do you think that is?
Bit of a shaded area on the face, isn't it?
That's just abstract art.
Is it?
Is it?
I think we should look at
With the strip
kit on this one.
The strip, give it away.
Because that looks like potentially
Oh, the goalkeeper.
goalkeeper kit.
Edison.
Absolutely spot on.
Yes.
These
got me
drawings,
point. Thanks, guys, for the help.
sensational. Got a couple more,
We weren't even looking at the kit.
which means we're going back to Steve for his guess.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Very round head.
Very round head indeed. That isn't.
I'm going to go...
It's not you, Steve Howey.
I was going to say, I think it looks like me.
It's a lippy. It's the
The
lippy.
lippy, we were talking about the lippy before the cup. I'm going to look at the hairstyle and I'm going to go Phil Foden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Good one.
it's incorrect.
Is it?
It's incorrect.
Ronnie Foden, then.
It's also incorrect, but I like your thinking. One more guess, Tony, over to you. He's a central midfielder.
Kovacic.
Oh,
Have I pronounced it right?
absolutely spot on.
Scouse accent's bad,
Mateo
isn't it?
Kovacic. Well, I didn't say anything about your accent at all. We didn't get the scouts with the Kovacic. Last one, final one. This one's for you, Steve,
Oh,
I believe.
that's a good drawing,
That is a
that
very
one.
good drawing.
That is very good drawn.
Who do you think that is?
Good eyebrows as well.
It's got... Is that not Foden?
That is indeed Phil Foden.
Is he your favourite by any chance?
I'm just... If you say Foden, one of them's bound to be
Gonna
Foden.
be.
And we will be seeing the rest of the lineup later on here at the City in the Community Etihad Stadium. It's nearly time for the second half of the Women's League Cup final. How are we feeling?
Positive. I think it was a great first half. I think there's a lot to be excited with. Yeah, I mean, interesting to see what changes Nick makes as the game progresses. But I think the girls are definitely still in the game. There's definitely more goals in this.
It's so important here for the leaders in the dressing room as well. Even the leaders like, you know, the likes of, I mean, Steph's there with the coaching team as well. They've got Alex Greenwood as well to get in the ears of the players, in particular the younger players, because they played really well in that first half. Yeah,
I mean, basically they'd be saying to everybody in the dressing room just more of the same. One of those, because they've had that much pressure and that much possession, really, eventually you're going to create a clear-cut chance, because as yet we haven't really had a clear-cut chance. And if you do, stick it in the back of the net. Chelsea have been, I wouldn't say poor, you've got to look at it, is it because of City's played really well? So, yeah, all to play for, second half.
Are you expecting a fast start from City in the second half?
Yeah, but also from Chelsea. As I say, I don't think the manager and the girls in that dressing room for Chelsea will accept that standard, and they'll know that. But I think also important for me is that the goal didn't make City drop their heads, and that's important. You know, there's some inexperienced players out there, and they've kept going. But another big 45 minutes ahead.
Now, you've been in the dressing room with Nick. What will he be saying in a situation like this, do you think?
He'll be happy. He'll be happy, definitely. He'll be calm. He'll be reassuring the team. I think he'll be really happy. And to say he's only had this week with the team, I mean, they've performed incredible.
Yeah, they've done really, really well. And of course, they've got options on the bench as well. Still tipping Bunny Shaw, because I think I am as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of chances in that first half for our women's team. Let's keep the faith. It's nearly time for the second half of the League Cup final at Pride Park. Let's head over to our commentary team.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, a big welcome back. Just waiting on the two teams to emerge, at which point we'll sweep up any changes at half-time. Thanks to Toni and to Steve with their half-time observations. Karen making the point that they are more than in this fixture, and it's just that goal, isn't it? That next goal, which could be so crucial. I'm just looking at the half-time statistics. I know the statistics don't often tell you the full picture, but Manchester City 55.2% possession, which reads great, but they would trade all of that in for a goal, wouldn't they, here? Surely. Well, hopefully Karen will be with us shortly. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0 at the break then. A reminder, this is the Women's League Cup final here at Pride Park Stadium. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0, goal scorer Mayra Ramírez on 8 minutes, making it 8 in all competitions for the Colombia striker. Might have had a brace, missed a golden opportunity to double Chelsea's advantage when put through. With a routine long punt forward, tried to round Ayaka Yamashita, and in doing so, maybe the angle had gone against her and could only find the side netting. What a chance that was for Chelsea to extend their lead, but Manchester City more than a match in this fixture. 10 shots, 2 on target, 2 off target, 6 blocked attempts. And in the first instance, they have to find an equaliser. A reminder, this is the first of 4 games between the two teams in a crazy 12-day spell. Women's Champions League double-header to bookend a Women's Super League fixture as well between the two teams. Ayaka Yamashita early out with Chiara Keating going through her drills. And now we should be underway very shortly with the second half. What a hectic march it has been for Manchester City women. A reminder, they will finish off this month with a Women's Super League fixture away at Brighton. Karen, I think you're back with us, and I was just making the point that, just to reaffirm what Toni and Steve were saying at half-time, that this next goal could be crucial, couldn't it? And Manchester City more than deserve an equaliser here.
Oh yeah, no, they certainly do. Like I said, at times in the first half, it just looked like it was inevitable that City were going to score, but fair play to Chelsea, their emergency defending, their